In this episode for the Texas real estate exam, we're tackling what licensees can and cannot do with promulgated forms, a topic that directly relates to the unauthorized practice of law. The Texas Real Estate Commission, or TREC, makes it mandatory for licensees to use specific, promulgated forms for most transactions to ensure consistency and legal compliance. Your primary role is to fill in the blanks on these forms with the business details of the transaction. This includes factual information like the property address, the sales price, the amount of earnest money, and the names of the parties. You are also permitted to check the appropriate boxes, such as indicating which addenda are part of the agreement. Let's focus on the Special Provisions paragraph, also known as Paragraph 11. This section is a major trap on the exam. It is exclusively for inserting factual statements and business details that are not addressed elsewhere in the contract or in a TREC addendum. For example, a correct entry would be, seller to leave the patio furniture for the buyer. This is a simple, factual business detail. An incorrect entry and a classic exam question scenario might be something like, this contract is contingent upon the approval of the buyer's attorney. This creates a new legal contingency, which is considered the unauthorized practice of law. The most critical restriction is that you absolutely cannot draft legal documents or alter the pre-printed text of a promulgated form. If a client wants to strike out the mediation clause, you must refuse and advise them to consult an attorney. The exam will test this with questions like, your client instructs you to draft an addendum for a right of first refusal. The correct answer is always to refer the client to legal counsel. Giving legal advice is also strictly forbidden. If a buyer asks, what are my legal options if the seller defaults, you must state that you cannot provide legal advice and they should speak with a lawyer. For an easy way to remember what you can write, use the mnemonic FBI, facts and business details in. If what you're writing is not a straightforward fact or business detail, you are crossing a dangerous line. The consequences for the unauthorized practice of law are severe. TREC can suspend or revoke your license, and you could face civil lawsuits and even criminal charges. For free practice questions, AI-powered explanations, and more exam prep tools, visit openexamprep.com. That's openexamprep, all one word, .com.